Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh and welcome back to Star Technology. Now, I've not done anything between episodes for once. I don't think I have anyway, other than the fact that I've built something that we're going to build together right now. I've got all the components. There is a big hole right here. Now, I wonder if any of you out there can guess. I'll tell you what. I don't like when people do this, but I'm going to ask you guys. Type in the comments what you think I'm going to put down here. Okay, I'm going to give you another couple of seconds. There we go. We're going to make the assembly matrix. We've got all the components right here. If you want to do a 7x7, which I believe is the biggest that you can make, pause the video now and copy the amount that I've got here. This is a perfect 7x7. Now, when it comes to the speed cores and the craft cores and the pattern cores, I did use this thing up here. So this is the matter condenser. It's relatively easy to make, right? Matter condenser, which is this one. All you do is you set this to condense, and then the output is matter balls, and then you use these matter balls with some dye, and you can get yourself whatever color you need. Now, for the pattern core one, this one I think is the amount of patterns that you can have in your assembly matrix. The best way to describe what an assembly matrix is it's the, well, it's one of these things right here. An extended pattern provider, or just a regular pattern provider, and a molecular assembler just amped up, and you can have like a ridiculous amount in here. Plus, it only takes one channel, which is really useful. So that's very good. But over here, you can see I'm making some matter balls. You only need a 1K to do this. So you stick a 1K component in the top here, and you set it to condense any matter that gets put into this into matter balls. And what I've got right here is an export bus. Water counts as matter, right? So I'm just exporting water into this, and you can see it's going up by quite a lot. There's a load of really, really good ways of like spamming this with lots and lots of stuff to get loads and loads of matter balls. But we don't actually need any more than we've already got, if I'm honest, because I don't think there's any other use other than making more paintballs if we wanted. Now, what you need is, if I click on this one right here, you just need to paint them red, for example, for the speed core. And then you need some glowstone to make them red lumen paintballs right there. Lumen, not the lumen from Severance, but just because it's, you know, illuminated, as it were. So, yeah. This one also needs some acceleration cards, and you do get 2 of them, even though the maximum that you can have for the assembly matrix speed cores is 5, which is not divisible by 2. So I'm really annoyed that they did that. I would actually prefer it if this was like just for 1, because that way we've got 1 assembly matrix speed core in our setup right here, which isn't doing anything. I suppose it'll be fine if we end up making a second one of these eventually, but if we make a second one of these, we've done something wrong, I think. And then for this one, it's the extended molecular assembler, and you need the purple ones. And then finally, for the pattern core, you've got the blue ones, and you need some of these pattern providers. And they are the advanced pattern providers as well, so the extended version. So I had all of those already auto-crafted, which was super useful. I did go through like almost all of our silicon, so I'm very glad that we did that. Over here as well, I was putting through a lot of Certus. I ended up doing something a bit different as well for Certus quartz. So Certus. I grabbed some of this, some of the Certus quartz geode, and I put it in the cutter. And it's relatively quick. That comes out the other side as raw Certus quartz. We've got it right here, look. You smelt that, and you get some Certus quartz out of it. So I ended up doing that for a lot of the Certus we've got here. Even though we've got loads more Certus quartz dust, this is a lot slower than just like smooshing it up, as it were. So, yeah. The assembly matrix frame, relatively easy. Just uses lapis and some of this quartz glass. And again, we've got loads of that dust, so it's super easy. And then finally, the assembly matrix wall is some nether quartz. And you do need some smart cable right here. So I just ended up auto-crafting this. Now, all of my patterns are currently in the system right now because, well, I got rid of my two, I had two matrix, whatever, no, what they called? Molecular assemblers, the extended molecular assemblers. I had two of them like up here, didn't I? And I've just got rid of them just a second ago. And what we're going to do now is we're going to build this out. Now, I'm thinking we do it into the floor. And it's going to look a little weird because it's going to be poking like down underneath this. But we are going to use the building gadget to help us out a little bit. So I'm just going to do this and we could just do that. Have I got this set on the wrong thing? I do. I want build to me. There we go. Lovely stuff. Now, I'm going to build this one manually. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably, before we do this, actually, before we do any of this, what I need to do, I guess, is let's keep it all in my inventory. If you guys want to build this one as well, this is a 7x7. It's actually the same size if we come up here. It's the same size as this, as the clean room. I didn't think about that, because this is 7x7 as well. Interesting. And it's a big white box as well, just like the clean room. Classic. It's going to look weird, and I might actually bump all of this forwards a few, so it's like right in the middle. That would make sense, wouldn't it? But let's go with it's an artistic choice. There you go. So yeah, anyway, this right here is the amount of stuff you need. And let me land. So I think it's 150 of the assembly matrix wall. It's 68 of the frame. 60 of the pattern core. Now, I did half and half of pattern core and craft core. That's purely because maths is hard, and I couldn't be bothered to figure out how many I would need. I probably maybe make some more pattern cores. That just means you can hold more patterns, basically. So this is basically the... so one of these you can think of as a extended pattern provider, one of these things. So this equals one of these, and these ones here, the purple one, equals one of the extended molecular assemblers. So right here, we've got 60 of these on one channel once we've set this up. Anyway, let's start setting this up. So again, I'm just going to do the frame easy enough, just like this, using the building gadget. I use the building gadget a lot, if I'm honest, because I think it's just a really good tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got one extra right there. So underneath. Now, a really cool thing about these boots that give you flight and everything is the fact that they don't stop you from because normally if you've got creative flight, they're like, oi, you're not allowed creative flight. So what we'll do is we'll make it that you can't like mine anything, or if you do mine something, it's really, really slow. So it's pretty cool that it's like doesn't do that for you. So I like that. Anyway, what we're going to do is come around here, click on those two, and then I'm going to start using some of this assembly matrix wall. I did not mean to do that. The wrong one. It was this one. Thank you. So we do the bottom bit right there. We can do that bit over there. I hope this makes sense to everyone. What I'm doing with the building gadget right here is just set to build to me. And it does it on whatever axis that you're pointing at. So I could do this one right here. In fact, I'll just do that a little bit. Now, what I like to do is, because it's a pretty neat looking like setup, is I end up putting 5 in the middle like that. And then you do a pattern like this. 1, 2. And then this side is going to be full of the matrix core. And then this side, 1, 2. And then this side will be full of the pattern core. And all you do is you shift right click on one of those, and we can go around and build those up as well. Now, what is important to me at least is this one. I think that this one is the pattern core, right? And those are pattern cores. Okay, so I want to make sure that they're both on the same side like that. So finally, what we can do is then fill in the rest of this area with the craft cores. I must have missed right there, which is fine. I'm slightly bad at doing this, to be fair, looking at it, but there you go. We just got it done. And in my opinion, this is quicker than not doing it like that. So there you go. That's completely finished. Last thing left to do is to connect this up. So I'm going to shift, right-click a cable onto there. And then we're going to connect it up right there. And if we have a look in here, it is about 250 FE per tick. Just putting that out there. And I don't know if it increases with the amount of patterns in there. But what we can do, pattern, is we can grab all of these out. And we can literally just stick them in. Now, I did make patterns for... Oh, I love this. So you could just shift-click them in. Very nice. I did make patterns for this, specifically, the assembly matrix wall and the frame and everything inside and everything. But I've deleted those patterns now because we don't need them. You see what I mean? Because we don't need them. Because we literally aren't going to make another one of these. I don't believe. At least. The plan is not to make another one of these. Let's just say that. So we could just stick all of these in like that. I would normally organize that, if I'm honest, but I can't be bothered right now. I'll probably do that between episodes if I end up organizing it. Probably won't, though. So there we go. Now, as I say in almost every episode nowadays, I am still really pre-recorded. I tend to, well, I used to basically like record a video and then the next day release it. But I've got so much of a backlog of this because I've been playing this so much that I don't think, I think HV is out, the one where I got HV. Obviously, we've got EV last episode, so I'm quite far ahead, let's say. I'm recording this on, like, what is it? It's a Tuesday today. And this will come out on a Sunday, no, on a Monday. No, on a Tuesday. I'm literally a week ahead. That's insane. Mad. But anyway, that means that we've now got an absolute ton of storage for our stuff right there. And what we can do instead of walking down here each time, also that's one channel, which is awesome. We can get rid of this now, by the way, because we don't need it. Let's take those out, take those out. We'll probably need it later if we need a singularity, thinking about it. But I think you need a 64 to make a singularity. Yeah, you need either a 64 or a 256. We can probably make a 64 now, right? Does need the HV, and we could definitely do that. So at this point, we'd probably make some singularities if we fancied, but there's not much we need from a singularity right now. We're not doing any wireless other than, you know, the wireless that's in the clean room. Now, speaking of the clean room, that's a good segue. I think today we're going to do a little bit with the clean room. I don't really remember what it is that we need in the clean room. Do we need, is there any way to, like, see if it says clean room or not? Not particularly, is there? I mean, a load of recipes do require it. So, microprocessor, like this thing right here. It says right there, requires clean room. This thing right here needs a HV one, which is fine because we could do that. Can we literally get to IV? There's no way we could get to IV right now, is there? It looks like we've got almost everything. Aluminium frame. We can make the microprocessors supercomputers. I'm so confused. Are we supposed to just skip HV and EV and go straight to IV? Why does it do this? Wetware circuit board. Interesting. Board that keeps life. Interesting. Okay. We've got some assembly line stuff right there. So what is that one for? That is for LUV. Oh my goodness. Flipping heck. Okay. I believe if we try and get to IV, machine frame, for example, we do IV machine frame, and we have a look at this. What is IV made out of? Tungsten steel. How the heck do we get tungsten steel? Is that as bad as getting this stuff? Titanium, isn't it? Titanium. Because titanium was kind of a pain from what I've heard. I actually don't know how we're supposed to get titanium. That's what we're going to look up today. Either we'll look up how to get titanium or tungsten steel. Yeah. Oh, you might have noticed as well. I've moved this. This is now AE2. I've removed the one that's in the middle there because we don't need it. But yeah. And also, this actually helped me out today because I took off my jet boots and I was flying down like this. I was falling and I was like, uh-oh, I'm falling. I'm falling. I could just zip over there and I'll be fine. Jet boots back on. If there's anything that I've learned from doing like GregTech in All the Mods 9, for example, it's that you shouldn't try and like skip anything. So we're not going to. Over here, you can see these are the things that we need right here. So we need some of this, which is sapphire slurry. We need to make some of this aqua regia. Probably not how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to say it for now. Until you guys correct me, that is. So we need some nitric acid and some hydrogen chloride. But anyway, what we need to begin with is crushed sapphire ore, which we are going to get from this. Now, this has been off for a while, and I really don't understand why it's been turned off. So, what we are going to do is, well, first things first, I'm actually going to move this one and put it there, because that way we've got a bit more of an access to this. Ooh. That one didn't get swapped out. That is absolutely fine. We grab that one. Plonk it back down. Why are you not working? I'm so confused by this. Obviously, it says structure formed. It's got an LV up there. We might have to upgrade that to an MV anyway, but I don't get it. You've got stuff in here. So why are you not working? LV, ULV input bus. Gravel. Structure is formed. It says idling. What do we do? What do we do wrong here? I'm so confused. Inputs. Yep, these are the inputs. And then we've got 2 output buses. Is this one full up? Oh. That'll be why. Because there's a cable that's supposed to be under here, which got, like, removed at some point. Classic. So, pipe. I would use modular rears, but we're already using pipes over here, so we might as well use a pipe. And we need the pipe wrench. So, one of those bad boys. You can use the wrench from Create as well, but it's fine. That is going to pull out of those. So, I'm just going to take those out. There you go. This is going to start working again now. Right-click them all in. Why do you not go in? Search quartz geode. Ah, because... yeah, that's not connected yet, is it? So, at functional storage. I need to linking tool this back up. There we go. Should probably move this one as well. Pop it up there. And we can do that. Now, these ones right here are purely because... oh, and do you know what? We are going to upgrade this. I might try and upgrade this to... nah, we'll do it to MV. There you go. Pop those away. Perfect. We'll do it to MV because that way we can use this to power it. HV I don't think would work. Let's make the MV one first. So MV power. What was it? Energy hatch. That'd be this one, right? Okie dokie, we could do that. I should probably automate this at some point. We're all good. Wait for that one to be done. So yeah, we also need a 1A or something for the machine, don't we? Why are you taking so long? Oh yeah, it's got to do like a bunch of stuff over there. Right, you should be okay now for me to do one of those. Now, another really good thing about using an MV energy hatch right here, and we need the MV... what's it called? Converter? Yeah, one of those bad boys. So, yeah, one of the really good things about using an MV energy hatch is we can actually use the rock filtration. One of these, oh, missed. One of these bad boys. With some sand as well. And we can get ourselves topaz. We can get blue topaz. We can get apatite. We can get monazite. Monazite is one of the big ones in GregTech. I think, at least. It's a big one that's in modern industrialization, which is what we've been playing recently. I need to make MV converter. That's the badger, isn't it? So that means we need some signalum. And we don't have quite enough signalum. Amazing. Use 4 more. Why not, eh? So, yeah. Monazite. Why does that ring a bell? Monazite. Or monazite? Monazite. Okay. Is that the crushed one? Crushed monazite. So, is there... Oh, yeah. There's the ore processing. So, you can get thorium from it. That's gonna... When we get this, Thor... I've got someone in my Discord called Thor. And they comment on the videos quite a lot as well. And they're going to be happy to see this one. Your own dust. Love it. Rare earth. And then monazite itself. And I'm guessing you can electrolyze monazite. And you get sulfate and rare earth. Or you can extract it. And that's how you get helium. Aha. I think this is one of the only ways to get helium. Other than... Yeah, we need to do this at some point as well. Endstone dust. Okay, wow. Anyway, sorry about that. That was just me theory crafting a little bit. This might be a bit broken over here, thinking about it, because it needs to be on option 3. And I'll stick it back on option 1, because, yeah. I do need to make another one of these. Now, I was just looking up something, and I think it might still be down here. This thing right here. So, double signalum plate. Cobalt foil. We need an EV and we need some lumium, however you say that, lumium, yeah, lumium glass. And you get one of these things, a multi-block upgrade kit. And you can use this if we just manually use it on something. Use it on a HV advanced wire mill and it will turn it into a large wire mill controller. This is actually sterling silver casing. Okay. This is actually a big multi-block for the wire mill. Now, I did get a comment recently saying that I should, like, passive everything. And that will be a goal for the series. Obviously, there's a time and a place. We will definitely be passiving, like, all of this stuff. I don't even know how you get that. Tumbagger. Tumbagger. That sounds a bit rude, but Tumbagger casing right there. Don't know how you get that, but that's a funny one to get. That is for the centrifuge. We'd love to get one of those big centrifuges. Large electrolyzer. We got large lathe, large autoclave. That'll be really good later on. Large sifter. Is there one for... There's the mixer. That'd be good. Is there one for, like, the bender, do you think? Is there a large bending machine or something? A thermal centrifuge. There you go. Large bender. That is going to be brim... A bright rim. Okay, that's not how you say it. Brim. Brimmer bright. How the heck do you make brimmer bright? Okay, it's probably this one, right? Or maybe it's that. Mixer, aluminium, magnesium, and manganese makes you some brimmer bright. Did I say it? Burma bright. Burma bright. Okay, there you go. I will try and get some of these names right, I promise. If I say it wrong, then feel free to flame me in the comments. But that one does need a HV mixer. So that's pretty cool that we've got that right there. So, yeah, I really want to do these at some point. And we'll probably make... So all of the machines we got here. Laser engraver. Laser engraver. And it'll be this one, right? Is there a laser engraver, like a large version of it? Also, which one is it? It might be the higher version of it, right? Suppose we just look this one up. But that'd be a good one to get. Especially if you can put in multiple of the... Oh, no, because then which one of the lenses would it use? That'd be interesting to figure that one out, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to say is, like, we should definitely be using, like, all of the ones right here. Like, I guess there's going to be an extractor, macerator, assembler, maybe? Is there going to be an assembler one for this? That'd be an interesting find. Wire mill, centrifuge, electrolyzer, lathe, autoclave, sifter, macerator, mixer. That would be a good one right there. Rock crusher, ore washer, thermal centrifuge, advanced bender, forming press, and extruder. Again, the extruder might be really good as well, but it might be difficult because you need a extruder mold, don't you? So, Anyway, it doesn't look like there's an assembler, but it's good to sort of think about that sort of stuff, isn't it? So let's do MV1A. There you go. We waffled long enough that was fine. Anyway, we don't need monazite right now. I am going to break this one off. I'm going to break this one off as well. I probably could have left that there, to be fair. Ah, well, all good. Let's grab some stone. And I'm going to stick a piece of stone there so we can actually aim this. That's the 1A connector. I'm going to be pointing down. And then with this one, we can point it up. Like that. Get rid of all of those. And then finally, we can connect this one up using that. That might drain it completely, by the way. Probably not an amazing idea, but we are actually making quite a lot of power over here. We're making more power over here than we are in the middle there. It's a bit odd. Why is that a thing? Oh, I can't actually reach it. Or can I? Can I reach it via this side? Eh. Wait, that's at 256. Why is that at 256? And then this one over here is at less, but we're getting more out of it. Oh, because this has got 2. Oh, I get you. Whereas this one has only got 1. Haha, makes sense. Okay, anyway, that should be a lot quicker. And by a lot quicker, I mean it should just be, yeah, 30 seconds instead of 60 seconds. So we're going to get 2 sets of this every minute, which is really good. And that'll go into this. And what we need to do is, let's get rid of this. I went on a bit of a segue there. I do apologize. We do need to get sapphire, ruby, and green sapphire. If you don't know the whole thing behind the reason why it's called green sapphire, then I'm going to tell you right now. So back in the day, I think it was Red Power. Red Power had, I think it was called Red Power. I can't remember the name of it specifically. It had sapphires, rubies, and emeralds. And then guess what they did? They added emeralds to the game. So what did they do? They just called it green sapphires instead, which was funny as heck in the, well, when it first came out. And I think it's been lost to time why this is called green sapphire and not emerald. But that's the reason why it's called that, if you didn't know. There you are. Bit of a lesson there. Lessons with Pilpoh today. So, now that that's going, we need to get the sapphire slurry up and running, which is going to be in the mixer. So we might make a mixer. That's EV. Am I doing this wrong? What other way is there to get sapphire, to get titanium? Am I doing this completely wrong? And is it up in the quest? And we haven't even done HV yet, so why am I even looking at this? Did I jump ahead of myself? I think I did, you know. Shellite. What the heck is shellite? I actually don't know what this is. Okay, shellite comes from this mixer. Signalum and black bronze. And that has to be in an EV. We're definitely not at that point yet, are we? Well, are we? Because we do have the EV processor, don't we? We could even potentially get the IV processor, but we need a advanced assembler for that. Any of these is what it's going to ask us for. Now, This is where I'm sort of relying on the quest to point me in the direction of a good way of getting some stuff right here. There's a rock sifter. Have we not already got this? Oh, this is the bigger version, isn't it? And it still only does these two things. I'm guessing... Oh, wow. These actually go up with how much it... Ah. So maximum, you can get like all of these every single time. Pretty decent. Anyway, let's go back to the quests. Is there any way that is going to show us how to get a good amount of titanium? And is it titanium we even need to go for right now? I might be jumping ahead, as I said. Wood products. That's from the pyrolyzer. Okay, maybe it's not that one. Line of progression? Fluid drilling. And then we got this one up here. And we are missing simple sock, which comes from a cyan lens. Interesting. So we might have to get into chemical dyeing at some point. That is HV, so we could do that now. And what was the other one that was in there? Haven't we already got this? I'll pick. Orange. No, we don't have the orange one yet, do we? Again, we can get that now as well. Anyway, I think... Does that require a clean room? I swear they used to require a clean room for that. So, I'll pick. Requires clean room. The only one that doesn't require clean room is the silicon wafer one, which is the one that we can do right now. Interesting. But the rest of them, you can do it. And you can do this one early enough as well. Weird. Very weird. This one as well. All of these require a clean room except for the MV version. But obviously you get more out of the rest of them. So it's probably better to do the rest of them. Like this one right here. That's HV. And even the cutter requires a clean room. I forgot about that. Interesting. Right, I'm going to ignore titanium for now. I know that's probably a bad idea to ignore titanium. I did get a comment saying titanium's really, like, difficult later on and you have to AFK for quite a while. So I shouldn't really ignore it, but I don't really see any other option right now. Let's get into maybe making some of this. Or we should just have a look at the quest and continue on, right? So it wants us to make an autoclave, and then we can get one of these crystals. And then we can actually start setting up all of the nano muscle suit right here. Is that what we've already got on our boots right there? No, those are just called jet boots. Okay. Do we need a suit of armor? We probably don't, if I'm honest. Armor with built-in night vision and step assist. We don't need night vision, and we don't need step assist. So we're not going to go off in this direction. We might go down here, though. So we will try and get ourselves a advanced circuit assembler. Why not? That'll be today's plan. I don't really go into it with a plan, if I'm honest. Circuit. Any of our videos, I don't really have a plan for them. I just do them because I find it fun. So circuit assembler is one of these bad boys. Right, we are currently just turning some of the coal that we've got. I'm literally just smelting it for now. This coal. Raw coal. Are you even... Oh, you're not even going to get picked up over here. Okay, well, we need it to turn into regular coal so we can put that through the macerator. I have got a couple of recipes. So, I am still going to pop down here to put recipes in because you can shift-click them in. Usually you can, at least. Why are you not going in? Oh, because these are actually processing recipes. That is good right there. So, I think that's centrifuge. Basically, I'm trying to make some carbon dust. Yeah. So, centrifuge, which is this bad boy. It's to make me carbon dust. And then this one up here is to make coal dust. And what we'll do is we'll just stick a bunch of coal in right now. That'll get us a bunch of coal dust. Now, we've got the chemical reactor. Not even a quest, somehow. Fine. We're going to come up here because we've got power. This is not actually where we're going to keep it, I don't think. We might need to keep it here, but for now, I'm going to pop it there. And all we need to do is get some sulfur. Now, the problem is, again, at some point, I am going to need to... I'll just get a stack of each. Why not? Coal. No, that's not how you spell it. Coal. Right there. Coal dust. No, wait. Sorry, it's not coal dust. It is carbon dust. 64. Right. That's going to centrifuge that down for me. That is super quick as well. Super useful. Right. I'm going to take this 16. We'll go up here. And... Damn it. There you go. Stick that one in. Stick that one in. And that is going to make us, over some time, blaze powder, I believe. 10 seconds. Blaze powder! Our first blaze powder. Yes. That is actually a quest somewhere. Why is it not part of this? I'm so confused. This is a really important one to get. Now, 4 blaze powder. If you put 4 blaze powder in... what the heck is that? Reach upgrade 2. Okay. Weird. But if you put 4 blaze powder in a compressor, you get yourself a blaze rod. Now, blaze rods are super useful for us because of ender tanks and ender chests. I can literally put an ender chest up here and have it, like, exported into the system. That's literally what we could do. And instead of this modular router pooping stuff out, it's going to be so much nicer. Go back to AE. There we go. Oh, I love it. That is going to be the plan. Oh, let's get that carbon. We'll do all of these. It'd be really good to just get a stack of these, I guess. There we go. Right, I don't think this needs to be in a clean room, but as I said, that's the only place we've got power for them currently, let's say. So, stick that one there. Again, I need to stick it on the actual table. There we go. Nice. And then, chemical reactor. This one's chemical bath. We need to... I'll tell you what. Pattern provider. I'm definitely going to put some patterns on these. Nice. So that's going to do the thing. Right. Let's try and make ourselves an eye of ender. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to put the blaze powder into the extractor. And it's going to make us the liquid blaze. So, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will order one of these. Start. And then we'll head up here. And then it will send it into this. And there you go. There's our eye of ender. Quest. No? Why is it not a quest? Should be. Right, we're going to call it there for today. We got ourselves the blaze powder. We got ourselves eyes of ender and stuff as well, which is really good. And we got this assembly matrix. We can turn this blaze powder into blaze rods as well. So we can make, like, you know, ender chests and stuff, which is going to be really good. So, thank you for watching, for those of you that are still watching. Thank you for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.